before we get this day going, you already know what to do. Give this, wait, I don't think I've ever opened up a vlog on a bike. Anyways, you already know what to do. Give this video a big thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't done so yet. And let's get this day going. That was probably the worst overnight sleeper bus I've ever been in here in Vietnam. So I just got to Ninh Binh. Just wanted to give you a little backstory and context in terms of why it was the worst overnight sleeper bus ride ever. I got to the agency, I checked in saying where I was going, which is here in Ninh Binh, and then they checked me off. They gave me a seat number and also my bus number to go to here. So I was there about good 45 minutes. I was a bit early, and then I kept waiting. Buses kept going through. Travelers kept getting in the bus, and you know, the flow was good. And then when 5 o'clock hit, just because that's when my bus was supposed to depart, there were 3 buses that came all at once. And so first I asked the bus drivers and all the buses if they're driving to Ninh Binh. They all said no. And then, so I went back into the office. I asked the people who were working in the office if any of these buses go to Ninh Binh, and they also said no. So they gave me a reference number or something. It was a bus number, and I tried looking at it and tried to obviously look at the plates or any numbers in the bus, and it had nothing. So it didn't match up. So I double checked again. I asked the people inside, you know more than me, so are any of these buses going to Ninh Binh? They said no. 5:30 hit, and then I'm just like, okay, maybe it's a bit delayed, but usually it's not that delayed. So I went back into the office, and then they asked me, the same people that said no to all those 3 buses, they asked me where I was going, and I get it, they forget things just because there's a lot of people. There's like 50, 60 plus people all at once at that agency trying to leave and whatever. But they said, oh, your bus to Ninh Binh just left. And then they looked at like their computer or something, and then they were like, it left at 5. So then they were like, you're supposed to get on that. And I told them, like, I clearly asked you, respectfully, I clearly asked them that if any of those buses were for Ninh Binh, and they all said no. So there was another bus that came at 5:30. It was going towards Phong Nha, and because all of the buses all stop at the same break stop, they told me that I'll get on this bus, and then they'll switch me over to the bus that I'm supposed to be in. So the bus that I had originally booked was a VIP bus, so it's supposed to be like the high-end bus. And then the bus that I got onto for this one that I had to was a lower class one, which is not a big deal because it's only for a couple of hours. So I got on this bus, headed off to where all the buses go to take a break. I got there, but because the bus that I was supposed to be in left half an hour early, and that was supposed to be the only stop, the break stop where we can get food, I didn't get a chance to get food, to get dinners, because once I got there, I had to get my bags and switch over, and then they were also already leaving just because, yeah, they got there half an hour before the bus that I was in. So I switched over, whatever, I didn't get food, it's all good. Then when I got to the bus, I also have a seat number, and that seat number is your designated seat in the bus. And so I got into this new bus that I was supposed to be in originally, and this one goes to Ninh Binh. And then I showed my bus driver, hey, this is my seat number, and then he's like, no, it's not. And I was just like, okay, cool, where am I gonna be sitting? So he put me all the way to the back with 2 other guys. Luckily, they're amazing guys, but there was barely any room, and it was like literally the room was probably this big, and then there's like three total guys like sleeping on it. And I didn't mind sleeping with strangers, but I booked specifically to be on my own and to have my own space and to have more headroom, legroom, and all of that. Because where he put me was just, there was no room whatsoever. So that said, I barely got any sleep. I think I got a good 20 minutes sleep out of the 11 hours. And yeah, so I'm feeling a bit tired and restless from the night before, but I'm good. I'm good. You know, it happens. It's all part of the experience. But it was not the nicest overnight sleeper bus I've ever been to. I've ever been in. But that said, I'm here in Ninh Binh and it's rainy and cloudy here, and I hope sometime when I'm here, just because this is one of my favorite places ever, just because the landscape is so beautiful, the sun comes out at some point. But right now it's rainy, it's cloudy, it's gloomy. I think today I might just do a little bit of work and explore the town a little bit, maybe go, if it does get nicer, maybe go out there and because I'm here for several days anyway, so I do have time. But and if I have to extend, then I'll extend another day, but it's not a big deal. But ideally it'll be nice to start, you know, getting out exploring today, later this afternoon or tomorrow morning. So, but that's dependent on the weather. I met people who did tours and who went out and did things, and they said they absolutely saw nothing, which kind of defeats the purpose of going here. It's to see like the beautiful landscape and scenery. So I think right now I'm just gonna grab some breakfast, chill out for a bit, do a little bit of work, and try to recover from an absolute disaster of a night, you know. It was a pretty uneventful day as the rain just kept going, so I decided to just stay in, get caffeinated, and do some work. So I am back at my place, and I think for the rest of the evening I am just gonna chill out and head to bed early. It's been a full day of just doing some admin stuff, working, editing photos and videos and all that stuff. So even though it's fairly uneventful, it's still fairly tiring, you know? So I think that's the plan for the rest of the evening, is just to chill out and then relax. I hashed out what I wanted to do in the next coming days here and when I want to do the Ha Giang loop. One of the main reasons why I came back to Vietnam is to do this loop close to the border of China. Basically, it's up in northern Vietnam, and I heard so many amazing things about it my first time here, and even this second time around. Everyone that I've met so far, they just spoke so highly about it, and I am so stoked. So I'm going to be doing that in a few days. I'm here for another 3 or 4 days or so, and so I got plenty of time here in Ninh Binh, and then after that I'll be doing the loop, which I'm very, very excited about. It's a 3-day tour, 2 nights, basically going around up in northern Vietnam on a bike, and getting as close as possible to the border of China. So I'm stoked for that. It is a beautiful morning here in Vietnam, here in Ninh Binh. And as you can see, I'm on my motorbike. I'm on my way to San Mua Caves, and it's about a 15-minute drive away from here, and it's still raining. Nonetheless, I'm on my way. Like I said, I rented a motorbike for the day or two. It depends. Maybe I'll just take this out for the day. But it was about 100,000 Vietnamese dong, which is 6 to 7 Canadian dollars, which is not bad. It's pretty good. I had just filled up gas, and my eyes are feeling really watery. I'm gonna put this camera down actually. So I'm about 2 minutes away, and as you can see, it's fog and just complete overcast everywhere. I'm really banking on at least getting a view or two, but I don't know, it's gonna be tough, you know? But it's beautiful here though, nonetheless. The trailhead of this hike. Apparently there's over 500 steps here, and this is what the trailhead looks like. It's a lodge and it's fairly well decked out. It's still raining. I'm gonna try to take out my camera as much as I can, but I'm most likely gonna be vlogging from this camera from my phone, just because my camera is not that great with the rain. But anyways, this is what it looks like so far.
I just wanna take your time.
The first 50 steps have been accomplished. Actually, I don't know. I just made that up.
I just wanna take your time.
500 steps later. Ooh, finally made it. There's barely anyone here and there's barely any views. Kind of expected it, just because the weather hasn't been that nice here in the past couple of days, and I knew I had to do this just because I didn't want to extend pending on the weather and kind of throwing it up in the air and saying maybe it'll be sunny today, because I think it's gonna be like this for the next couple of weeks at least. I don't know. Oh my god, if it's sunny tomorrow, I'm definitely gonna come back here. But the mountains, the viewpoint, definitely not gonna show up today, that's for sure. Look at this, there's literally nothing here. The Mua Cave has 500 steps and often labeled as the Halong Bay on land or the Great Wall of Vietnam for plenty of good reasons. Mua Cave means dancing cave. The name was derived from a legend, a story of King Tran coming to this place to relax, listen to women sing and dance. This place also reflects religious values in the Vietnamese beliefs and Buddhism. Over in that area earlier, and I'm at the second viewpoint now, and you get a much clearer view. It's not clear, okay, hold up, not clear, but you get this landscape view of the rice fields and the mountains, because from over there this whole thing was blocking it, so couldn't really see what's here. But now you get to see the rice fields, kind of, somewhat. You got the beautiful limestone cliffs all around the area. It's just so beautiful here, and it's also getting busier now. As you can see, more people are definitely coming up here. A lot of people are taking photos on that cliff over there. Actually, on the signs it says do not do it, but influencers do it anyways. But still the same view. I don't think she's gonna show up today. It's just not gonna happen today. Got to Trang An, and I was here, like I said before, and I don't think I'm gonna go on the boat, just because you could get one of those boats and just float along the river. You're basically doing this one big loop, and it's really nice because the tall mountains are just there, just right in front of you here. I don't think I'm gonna do it just because one, I've done it already, and two, the weather is not that great. And I mean, if Sunday comes around and it's nice, I would love to do it again because my first time here, I've done this. It was rainy and I couldn't see anything. Essentially, it looks like this, just fog over the mountains and the views. But nonetheless, though, I honestly don't know why I came here, for one. Well, it was literally 10 minutes away from where I was at anyway, so. But I don't think I'm gonna go in. I don't think so. On Sunday, though, if it is nice out on Sunday, I'll definitely check it out. But for now, time to check out this other pagoda. Wow, this place is stunning. Look at this view. And apparently there's 2 or 3 more of these. The design of the pagoda appeared between the end of the Li dynasty and the beginning of the Wen dynasty. There are a total of 3 pagodas: Ha Pagoda, Chung Pagoda, and Thung Pagoda. It is believed that 2 monks found this pagoda in 1705 who decided to repair and restore this existing pagoda. I just got back to my place. My place is a bit messy right now, as you can see, but after I was roaming around in my scooter, I just went straight back here because I needed a shower. I was soaked. It was raining the entire day, so I showered for a bit and then I just chilled out, went to a coffee shop and did a little bit of work. And then after that, I just had dinner, did some groceries also for the evening because I need water and there's no water here. So I did a little bit of groceries and now I'm back at my place. I'm just gonna chill out for the rest of the evening, and tomorrow it's gonna be raining as well. I actually just returned my scooter and I think tomorrow I'm just gonna chill out, do a little bit of work because the following day I'm heading up to Hajang, and also that day I don't know if this is true or not, but it's supposed to be sunny, it's supposed to be clear, and if that's the case, I'm gonna be renting the scooter, roaming around Ninh Binh, Chang'an, and Tam Quoc. Pretty much all the things that I did today and potentially more. I'm gonna be doing that in the morning before I leave for Hajang because my bus for Hajang leaves around 5:15. And so I still kind of have, not the full day, but I still have somewhat half of the day to roam around, and that should be more than enough. And if I have to, if I have to do it twice, I'm already here. I'm literally gonna do it because I had an amazing time today, don't get me wrong, but just the rain and the clouds blocking the views. This is my second time here, and this is my second time being robbed of the views. And so if I have to do it again on Sunday, I definitely will. But right now, I think I'm just gonna chill out, definitely gonna clean up my room for a bit. And then tomorrow is just gonna be a work day, editing day, chill out day. I'm not gonna be doing anything tomorrow unless something happens, something miraculous, like it's sunny or something, you know? But other than that though, you already know what to do. Give this video a big thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't done so yet. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you tomorrow. Peace.